Breaking news. The Philippines is strengthening its navy with South Korean warships as South China Sea tensions rise. Manila's purchase isn't just about ships, it's a bold declaration of intent. The Philippines is determined to defend its waters and sovereignty. This January 7, 2026 decision marks a turning point in military modernization. It's a direct response to mounting pressure and incidents in the contested South China Sea. The message: the Philippines will no longer stand by in its own backyard. This move signals a shift in foreign policy, diversifying alliances beyond the US to partners like South Korea. The new frigates embody a more assertive strategy and a network of allies for a free, open maritime order. In Manila, pride and anticipation are high. Citizens see these ships as symbols of renewed national strength. For the Navy, it's a morale boost and a promise of modern tools to protect the nation's vast maritime territory. The frigates are more than warships. They're floating symbols of resolve and hope for a people long vulnerable at sea. The world is watching. Every move in the South China Sea is scrutinized. This deal will be analyzed in Washington, Beijing, and across the region. For the Philippines, the priority is clear, secure national interests and protect fishermen and resources. The new frigates are a crucial step in that direction. The stakes are high, but so is the resolve. The Philippines is charting a new course in turbulent waters. The signing ceremony in Manila's Department of National Defense was more than a formality, it was a strategic milestone. Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. and his South Korean counterpart sealed a multi-billion-dollar deal, signaling deepening cooperation. This wasn't just business, it was a promise of partnership for years to come. For the Philippines, it's a leap toward credible deterrence, modernizing an aging fleet. For South Korea, it's a win for its defense industry and a stronger foothold in Southeast Asia. Secretary Teodoro declared the frigates sentinels of our seas, guardians of our sovereignty. Applause followed. These ships are for defense, not aggression. The South Korean minister echoed a shared vision for a peaceful Indo-Pacific, recalling the nation's historic ties. A scale model of the frigate was exchanged, a symbol of the powerful warships soon to join the Philippine fleet. Optimism filled the room. Both sides understood the mutual benefits. This partnership is built on common values and shared concerns about regional stability. The ink was barely dry, but the alliance was already making waves. The Philippines and South Korea are now bound by more than just a contract. They're shaping the future of maritime security. The ceremony marked the start of a new era. The strategic alliance is set to be tested and proven on the open sea. Both nations are ready for the challenges ahead. The story of this partnership is just beginning. News of the frigate deal rippled through regional capitals. In Washington, officials welcomed the move as a sign of Philippine self-reliance and a boost to regional security. The U.S. reaffirmed its defense treaty, pleased to see Manila countering coercion in the South China Sea. Beijing's response was cautious, warning against actions that could escalate disputes, though the message was clear. China views any military buildup in the South China Sea with suspicion, seeing it as part of a US-led containment effort. Southeast Asian neighbors watched closely. Vietnam saw the move as bold and encouraging, while Malaysia and Indonesia remained cautious, wary of provoking Beijing. Diplomacy remains their preferred tool, but Manila's action signals a new willingness to stand up for national rights. In Seoul, the deal was celebrated as a diplomatic and economic triumph, showcasing South Korea's growing role in Indo-Pacific security. The partnership fits Seoul's Indo-Pacific strategy perfectly. It's a sign that South Korea is stepping up as a regional security player. The Philippines' move is reshaping the regional landscape. Allies and rivals alike are reclustered and calibrating their strategies. The balance of power is shifting, one frigate at a time. For the Philippines, maritime security is national security. With one of the world's longest coastlines and a vast EEZ, patrolling these waters is a monumental task. The current fleet is stretched thin. These new frigates are game changers, designed for long-range patrols. They'll let the Navy monitor and protect its domain more effectively. Their main job: assert sovereignty in the West Philippine Sea, protect fishermen, and guard vital resources. Their presence alone deters illegal activity and foreign encroachment. Beyond sovereignty, the frigates will fight piracy, smuggling, and illegal fishing, major threats to the economy. Advanced sensors and communications will boost maritime awareness and response. They'll also be vital for disaster relief, quickly delivering aid to typhoon-hit islands. The frigates enable the Navy to join international exercises. building regional security ties. With these ships, the Philippine Navy transforms from coastal defense to a credible blue water force. It's a leap toward regional stability and a stronger maritime presence. The future of Philippine naval power is taking shape. The South China Sea is a global crossroads, rich, contested, and volatile. China's sweeping claims clash with the EEZs of the Philippines and others, fueling frequent confrontations. The Philippines' new frigates are a decisive move on this geopolitical chessboard. For years, Filipino vessels have been outmatched by larger, more aggressive Chinese ships. The new warships level the playing field, providing credible deterrence and enforcement. They're a physical assertion of the 2016 Arbitral Tribunal ruling that invalidated China's claims. With these frigates, the Philippines can maintain a consistent presence in disputed waters. It's about enforcing international law, not just on paper, but on the water. This isn't about provoking conflict. It's about changing the daily dynamics at sea. The frigates give Filipino diplomats leverage, negotiating from a position of strength. The goal, a stable, predictable environment where disputes are managed by law, not intimidation. The chessboard has changed. The Philippines is now a player, not a pawn. The new frigates are a technological leap for the Philippine Navy. Built by South Korea's HD Hyundai Heavy Industries, they feature cutting-edge combat management systems. These brains integrate radar, sonar, and sensors for a complete tactical picture. The ships boast modern surface-to-air missiles, providing a defensive shield against aircraft and missiles. Powerful anti-ship missiles give them real offensive punch, deterring surface threats. Advanced sonar and torpedoes add a new layer of anti-submarine warfare capability. A helicopter deck and hangar extend their reach for surveillance, rescue, and sub-hunting. Stealth features reduce radar signature, while electronic warfare systems jam enemy sensors. Training crews for these complex systems is a major investment, but a necessary one. The leap isn't just in firepower, but survivability and versatility. These ships transform the Navy into a modern, credible force. The Philippine Navy is now ready for 21st century challenges. The era of outdated ships is ending. The future sails with these new frigates. The transformation is underway. The frigate deal marks a new high in Philippines-South Korea relations. Their partnership is rooted in shared history. Filipino soldiers fought in the Korean War, forging a lasting bond. Today, that bond is strategic. South Korea is now a key defense supplier to Manila. Before the frigates, the Philippines acquired Fa-50 fighter jets, now the Air Force's workhorses. Success with Korean technology built trust, paving the way for this major naval deal. The partnership goes beyond sales. Training, technical support, and future co-production are on the table. South Korea's broader Indo-Pacific strategy is to build networks with like-minded partners. For Manila, this means more options and less dependence on a single ally. Diversifying partnerships with middle powers like South Korea creates a more balanced foreign policy. The US remains vital, but Seoul is now a cornerstone of Manila's evolving security strategy. This multi-vector approach is smart geopolitics. The Philippines is no longer just a security consumer, it's becoming a regional partner. Seoul's influence is rising, and Manila is ready to benefit. The arrival of new frigates shifts the regional balance, especially in the South China Sea. While a few ships won't match China's might, they change the local equation. Modern Philippine warships raise the cost of aggression for any actor in the region. This move signals to ASEAN neighbors that smaller nations can enhance their defenses. It may spur others, like Vietnam and Malaysia, to modernize their fleets. Some call it an arms race, others see it as necessary rebalancing. For China, the gap with its neighbors is narrowing. Beijing must rethink its approach. The US and allies welcome a stronger Philippine Navy, seeing it as a boost to regional security. The Philippines can now contribute more to joint patrols and exercises. The country is transforming from a security consumer to a provider. The Indo-Pacific security architecture is evolving. The Philippines is helping shape it. The South Korean frigates mark a new era for Philippine security. More than hardware, they represent a shift to a proactive defense strategy. This confidence will ripple through the armed forces and national psyche. The frigate program sets a new standard for modernization. More ships, better equipment, and diversified partners. It's the cornerstone of a long-term plan for a respected, capable military. Strategic alliances will keep evolving. South Korea's partnership will likely expand, and the US alliance will become more balanced. A stronger Philippines is a more attractive ally, contributing more to regional security. The country will keep building a web of partnerships for greater stability. These frigates are an investment in the nation's future. A secure maritime domain means prosperity, safety for fishermen, and protected resources. The new warships carry more than missiles. They carry hope for a stable, prosperous Philippines. The journey is just beginning. The nation is ready to defend its future. The promise of security sails with every new ship.